A highway patrol officer's greatest fear, his greatest nightmare, the worst thing that he wants to see while on duty is that state line sign. When he sees that state line sign, he's got to turn the lights off, turn the sirens off, and turn around because the chase is off. Sometimes it's not about speed, it's not about power, it's not about Hellcats and Scat Packs, V8s, GT500s, ZR1, ZL1. Sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes all you need is a tank full of gas and knowing where you're going. That's exactly what happened here. Nissan Altima, bruh. Let me say that again. A Nissan Altima. Not modified, nothing. Simple Altima. Takes ASP on a high-speed chase and forced them to turn around at the state line. But the question is, was somebody waiting on them on the other side to pick up the chase? Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout360 here with another video, man. So you can tell them in the house that makes this a house vlog. You know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, and police chases on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So a state trooper, highway patrol, greatest fear, GSP's greatest fear, FHP's greatest fear, ASP's greatest fear, North Carolina Highway Patrol's greatest fear is seeing that state line sign on the right. Because once you see that state line sign, you realize the chase is off. You got to turn the lights off, turn the sirens off, and you got to turn your ass around. The chase is off. Doesn't matter how fast that car in front of you was going. Doesn't matter whether it was a Nissan Altima, Honda Civic, Hyundai Elantra. You know what I mean? Charger, Challenger. Once you see that state line sign, the chase is off. But it's up to that other department whether or not they want to pick it up on the other side. Let's see what happened here, man. I'm going to show you one-on-one. If you can't outrace them or outspeed them, sometimes you just got to outsmart them. Let's get into it. All right, got ASP chilling, doing what he do best. He in the middle of the the highway. Got his lights on. You would think that you would be able to see a highway patrol officer at nighttime with his lights on, but not everybody's looking for that. Oh yeah, he senses something. He senses it. I think in this situation, he just got a call. He got a call that somebody was running. Audio will kick in a minute. '92, '96, 101. Oh, it's on now. Mic is on. Shout out to Police Pursuits. Link and everything will be in the description. 117. This might have been a delayed reaction to that Nissan Altima that passed him in the beginning. 108, 104. Still hasn't turned the sirens on. What's going on? Is that him right there? Yep, that's the one that passed him in the beginning. Delayed reaction on behalf of the officer. Uh-oh. Nissan Altima said, fuck that. He's doing 100. Oh yeah, it's a chase now. Lights is on. Let's go. Okay, we're doing 111. Okay. We got another trooper up here. He's waiting to get into the action. 125. Nope, he's got somebody pulled over. 123 and the trooper's blowing past the Altima. He almost blew past the Altima. Let's go. $122. 125, 130, okay. 132, so he's catching this Altima. He's on it. Blows past, uh-oh. What does that say? First day of kindergarten? That really does say first day of kindergarten in the back window. Uh-oh. I'm not from Arkansas, but I recognize this bridge every single time. This is the Bridge of Freedom right here. Tennessee, goddammit, welcomes you. Trooper immediately starts slowing down. Welcome to Tennessee. Welcome to Tennessee. Chase is over with. Yep. Tennessee welcomes you. That's the Nissan Altima right there, staying on the highway. This is ASP exiting the highway, turning his ass around. Welcome to Memphis, baby. Your boy's got to turn around. I'm telling you. It's over. See what I'm saying, guys? It's not about scats and cats. It's not about V8s. It's not about Hemis. It's not about, you know, 0 to 160s. It's not about who can do 200 miles an hour the fastest. It's not about being Jason Statham, the transporter. All you need is that state line. Once you hit that state line, that chase is pretty much over with. Now, there are extenuating circumstances. If it's a warrant stop, they've been looking for you. It's a crazy unaliving situation, a shooting, a robbery. If you committed some sort of crime and it's already in progress and it's a high-speed chase based off of that, 9 times out of 10, that next the state that you're going into, they're going to intercept that chase. They're going to pick it up. You know what I mean? And then extradite you back to whatever state the chase started in. But if it's just a simple speeding, tint, registration, license plate, something stupid like that, oh no, they're going to let that go. Because to my understanding, there's so much red tape and bureaucracy that goes on between departments in different states where it's like they can't just call, like North Carolina can't just call South Carolina and say, hey, listen, you got a black Dodge Charger with a white stripe. He blew past I don't know, he was doing 70 and a 50 and we picked up the chase and, he's crossing the state line. Why don't you guys go ahead and pick it? It's not that easy. They can't just make that call or send that email and say, hey, pick them up. Like, it's got to be worth their time in South Carolina for them to even intercept that, because they're looking at it from a perspective of, what about the safety of our citizens in our state? You've jeopardized that in North Carolina chasing this guy. We're not about to do the same thing in South Carolina. Fuck him. He's good. Let him go. Because once he crosses over to South Carolina and you kill the lights, 9 times out of 10, he's just going to slow down anyway. Right? Slow down and blend in with traffic. If we pick up the chase in South Carolina, now we're putting our officers in danger, our pedestrians and motorists in our state in danger. We're not taking on that responsibility. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Let them go. So it's got to be extenuating circumstances for another state to pick up that chase. But in this case, a simple, I don't even know what this was for. What was it for? Observed the silver Nissan Altima entering the interstate and attempting to confirm the vehicle registration on my in-car computer and received a return of a different car. So boom, he was trying to confirm the registration and it turns out it came back to another car. So no, like Tennessee's not picking up that chase. Memphis is not picking up that chase. You know what I mean? They're not picking that shit up for a failure to confirm registration. Fuck that. Like, I'm not jeopardizing Tennessee motorists and pedestrians to pick up a registration charge. Now, if it was a murder situation or something wild like that, oh yeah, for sure, we're on it. But something this simple, no way. And I advise you guys of the same thing. Like I said, I do not advise running from the police. We've talked about this numerous times. I've said this ad nauseum. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say is once you hit that state line, it gets real interesting. Now, some states are different. Like, with North and South Carolina, I know for a fact that once North Carolina hits that state line, they got to kill the lights, right? They got to kill it. You know what I'm saying? Unless, once again, it's extenuating circumstances. But some states are a little different where it's like you can travel into their state and do business as a neighboring state kind of thing. But from what I've seen with Arkansas and Tennessee, it's one of them things like, no. Like, once you cross into Tennessee, you're in our state. Turn them damn lights off and turn around. And that's how it is with most states in America. You know what I'm saying? So if you can hit the state line, you can probably get away. So if you ever find yourself in a high-speed police chase with a highway patrol officer, I would highly advise hitting that state line. Get on the highway or whatever street gets you to the state line the quickest. That's the quickest way to end that chase, right? Me personally, if you're in Charlotte and you watch these videos, 485 to 77 or just 77 straight. If I ever get into a police chase, it's going to be on the highway. So 9 times out of 10, it's going to be on 485 because that's where I speed the most. And if that's the case, 485, 77, I'm in South Carolina at Carowinds. You know what I mean? Chase is over with. Have a great day. But nah, in all seriousness, hit the state line. You know, make it easy for everybody. Nobody was hurt in this chase. Quick chase, over real quickly. Hit the state line. It works every time. It's been your boy Knockout 360. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.